Previously on Almost Better Than Dragons.
When you wake up, you notice that the other bed in the room is empty. There's a little note addressed assholes.
How rude.
There's a TV on. They have the news on. The town was pretty much overrun by zombies flowing from the airport from the plane that crashed. The government says they will not admit fault.
What's the Mexican government doing?
Siesta.
Come on down to Gillum Co-op Food Store. We got all your guns, we got all your groceries, all in one luxurious location.
Gillum's Guns and Groceries.
I see Sick Rhymes go right out of the hotel, and I see Graybeard go left out of the hotel.
There's another person walking down the street who didn't see you scare the bejesus out of that lady. There's hunting gear for priests, actually. This town is a little
bit Canadian.
backwards.
So I whisper to the priest, let's just kill everyone and take the rest of the ammo.
There's been another airport that's gone down in flames. You can assume that most major cities are possibly going to get hit.
Fatal error he made in 1967.
City without food, water, and medical supplies. People and local officials who live in the area have been critical of what they see as a
Israel should have refrained from conducting any activity.
many dead bodies in New Orleans, in the water or in buildings. But the head of the American Public Health Association
was a different kind of war. No armies came to our shores. Our military was not the principal target.
There was a plane crash in Canada. There was an experimental biological weapon on board that turned people into zombies. All right. So yeah, you guys are in the electronics department watching the carnage unfold across the United States, and it's not looking good. Things are looking really, really bad, and it's becoming more apparent that this isn't something that the government can stop. They're gonna try. They're going to do everything they can to quarantine these places with the outbreak, but it's just spreading too fast.
It sounds like we need to hunker down then.
So is that what you guys do?
Can we hold up at the motel? Doug's Inn or whatever?
Doug's Lodge?
Doug's Lodge.
Yeah, sure.
Is it just like a ranch, like one floor motel?
It's single floor with outside doors. But there's a center building where they have like a place to eat. That kind of looks like a cabin, like it's set up like a cabin, like atmosphere. The outside is like got the log cabin look on the outside.
The place we were abandoned by Tyler.
Yeah, he
broke my heart.
He left you guys high and dry. But I don't know. Luckily,
we'll see.
You guys seem to be finding your way.
Well, so here's the thing. He couldn't have gotten far because he didn't take the car. He didn't take the police car, right? And that may have been because he didn't have the keys, because I had the keys. So if he left on foot, there is the only real option for him sort of getting out of town is the rail, so like the railroad.
You know that there was
a
train that went through earlier in the morning before you guys were up, and you think he might have taken the train.
I'm honestly not concerned about him at this point. He left us. Let's move on, pack up our heartbreak, and get ready for this shitstorm that's about to hit us.
All right. So we're back at Doug's Lodge. Are we gonna like hole up at Doug's Lodge, or can we see if there's like any abandoned houses around, or if there's any sort of like derelict buildings, or like on the train tracks if there's like some box cars that are like abandoned, like on like some rip track or something?
Yeah, he managed. Let's see. You guys. There are a couple houses that aren't inhabited that are near the store.
I'm thinking, could we actually just go online real quick and see if there's like apartments like for sale around here, and we just squat in them until...
I'm actually on the Google Maps for it right now, and I'll tell you what, like they don't even have like street view. It's
a really
like
small
the smallest town in Canada you could possibly imagine.
Oh no, there's one smaller, and you were there already. For sure.
Okay.
We got to work our way up to the big cities.
Yeah. So there are a couple of houses that are vacant nearby,
right.
like on the same street as you guys.
When you say vacant, do you mean like somebody's maintaining them but nobody's living there, or do you mean like nobody's lived there in 50 years and it's falling apart, or do you mean like it's like a model home, or what are we talking about here?
Why are you so picky, man? It's a house.
Listen, Reverend's got to like, I have to be able to pray and concentrate. There's a lot of work that goes into this.
They're on the houses in question are on Button Avenue. They look like they've been maintained.
I'm mostly looking for anywhere that's got sturdy doors, sturdy walls, and preferably a second story.
Yeah, they all have a second. You have a pick of 3 different houses, and each one they're almost the same because it's like similar to like a small development.
Yeah,
where they kind of like build the houses all the same.
So all these abandoned houses are next to each other?
No, they're like on the same street, but they're not really abandoned. They're for sale.
Oh, okay. So they're all on the same street, but are they remotely close to each other?
Yeah, I mean, like there's a house here and there in between them that's been purchased and people live in.
Okay.
I say we just snag one of these and just squat in it and just see if we can get supplies before the wave comes.
Yeah, I think what my plan is, we squat in one and like call it headquarters, but while they're squatting, I'm gonna scout the other 2 houses and try to see if I can find anything worthwhile.
As a state trooper, I am morally uncomfortable leaving you by yourself to, I am assuming, break in and murder families and take their stuff.
I'm going to be trespassing on the empty houses. I don't want to kill people. I just want to see in these empty houses, is there anything that could aid us?
Well, if there is something in there, would it really be empty?
Oh, well, I'm sure there's like empty houses out there, man. Like completely, I don't know.
Yeah.
So not to interrupt, but sort of sidebar. I don't. Have you guys looked at the Wikipedia page for Gillum?
No.
I have not. I can't believe these are real places.
So apparently there was like a ghost town that like they built a town for it looks like a dam, but they basically like tore the town down. The ghost town of Sundance, whose purpose was to facilitate the building of the limestone generating station, is also within the district of Gillum. Once a busy, fully functioning town, it has since been abandoned and torn down after the completion of Limestone, named after the Limestone River that empties into the Nelson just downstream of the dam. Now, basically, there's like a sort of dam that is associated with Gillum, and they built a town called Sundance to help build the town. So like there were like workers there because there wouldn't have otherwise been like enough people to build a dam. So they built a town to build a dam, but then they like mostly tore the town down afterwards. So it's sort of kind of still there.
I think we should make an entire podcast of us just like reporting super interesting information like this. But seriously, that's super interesting. I'm looking at the Sundance, Manitoba Wikipedia right now, and yeah, that's interesting. It was on the list of ghost towns. Yeah,
be a neat tourist destination, but when we're about to die, I'm not really gonna hide out in the ghost town.
You guys are looking for a house to stay in.
Oh, that's right. So do you guys want to go in this first one and just like call it headquarters, or do you want to go check out the other 2?
Should we each like visit one house and like figure out like, is it habitable, and then like, are there any sort of supplies that are like in it or something? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So Graybeard will get the first, Sick Rhymes will get the second, I'll get the third.
Okay. The doors are locked on the front of the houses, so I don't know if you guys want to break the doors or try to pick them or whatever.
No, I would prefer to go around and see if there's other doors on my house and or open window.
Okay, we'll start with the first house then. Roll a d20.
That's 13.
There's a window on the first floor that's cracked open.
Oh, awesome. I definitely, I try to not busted it, but I, like, forcefully get that motherfucker open.
Yeah, it opens.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna climb on in.
Okay. Inside there is, you've gone in through a side window into, like a dining room area. And there's a table there with a couple chairs around it. And there's no real appliances, no fridge or anything. You think this house might still be they might still be doing some stuff inside this house, like putting it together, so to speak, for showing. And the house is pretty much empty. Besides there's a blueprint on the table of the house.
Okay.
Well, there's construction stuff kind of laying around.
That's convenient.
Oh, out of the construction stuff, like, do you mean I would be looking for like a wrench or something?
Yeah, there's a wrench.
Okay, I definitely grab that.
And now he becomes Graybeard, the plumber.
He can now work on pipes. All right, that's pretty much everything that's in the house. I mean, there's not really too much. It looks like it's still a work in progress.
Well, that's to me that literally sounds like a good headquarters. As long as people don't just come in and start working on it like while we're hunkering down.
The hell are you guys doing in here? Oh,
who's in the second place?
I am.
Okay.
I have
roll a d20.
Escape artist, move silently, sleight of hand, and tumble. Oh, I'm a good tumbler.
Okay.
Do any of these help?
Yeah, roll a sleight of hand check first.
Alright, let me see. So I got +7, +8, so a 15.
Okay. You kind of jimmy the door open. The front door. It kind of you learned a trick about jiggling door handles, and you kind of just jiggle the door handle when it opens.
That happens sometimes.
It happens sometimes.
It does. No, I've seen it.
You just do a little jiggle and it unlocks.
It actually
does.
Actually happens with the lock of my house. If you just shake it enough,
door handle jiggle.
That's weird as hell.
It's serious, but nice work. That's a cop thing you learned.
Yeah.
There's a. All right. So what do you do when you come in? This house looks like it's finished.
Ooh.
There's some like the standard furniture in the house: couch, TV.
What's the style? Is it like early Victorian? Is it like modern, or is it like more like natural woodsy? Or trying to get
it's natural woodsy.
Ugh, God, Canada and your trees.
Sorry, Siobhan.
Just calling her out on every episode now.
Yeah. So
is it just furniture, or is, like, do I go into the kitchen and see like utensils or? Like,
no, there's no utensils or anything, but there are like there's a fridge, there's a washing machine, like a dishwasher, and
I test them out. Is there like electricity to this house? Like, do I open the fridge and I feel the cold air?
There is no electricity to this house.
Shit, I actually sorry to interrupt, but I forgot to ask that about my house. I mean, I know it's like just blueprint on the table, but are they that far yet? Is there like plumbing installed or what?
There's no plumbing installed, but there is electricity.
Okay, so nice. We do at least have the luxury of electricity at headquarters.
But more importantly,
people.
is there anything that we would need?
I don't know, but it's nice to have.
I was wondering if there's electricity like for the
What
fridge
do we have
already
to
there.
plug in for electricity?
See,
though?
oh, true.
Unless you guys
Yeah,
want to try and lift up the fridge and move it over to the first house.
Okay.
Maybe.
You guys can't talk to each other. You're not in the same location.
Yeah.
At least in character, you can't.
We're just yelling across the neighborhood. Yeah, I found something over here, guys.
There are still people in this neighborhood, so they would probably hear you.
All the neighbors in between are like, what's going on?
So it's just the basic appliances and furniture, and this house is like halfway done. Would you say?
Yeah, like furnishing wise, it's halfway done. Whereas like, the first house was semi bare bones. Like you could see some of they were still putting up some of the drywall, so there were some things exposed in the walls. Like there's some insulation. Some places you could see right through something that was supposed to be a wall.
Okay. Yeah, I guess there's not much here for me, so
Okay.
move on to house 3.
All right, Reverend Wizzywig, you are in house 3, or you're outside of house 3 right now.
All right, should I roll on?
Okay.
Roll for prayer to see if God opens up the door for you.
I'll use your gathering. No, that doesn't make any sense. I was gonna say gather information. It makes 0 sense.
Listen here, house. Tell me how to get inside of you, see?
I could use like maybe a
Yeah, I mean,
artist,
like it tells you like the easiest ways to get out of
like
the house.
escaping into
so you
it.
could do that.
or like move silently, or like spot the easiest way to sort of get in.
Yeah.
maybe.
We'll do spot for this.
So I rolled a 12,
14.
and then that's +2 for wisdom.
Let me think how I'm gonna have this done. There is a storm cellar door that's open down into the basement.
Like one of those like metal doors that are like sort of sideways on the side of the house.
That's the only way you can really see is open right
so
now.
I'd go down there.
You see Buffalo Bill doing the tuck dance from Silence of
All
the
right,
Lambs.
I walk
God.
into the storm cellar.
God.
How could this day get worse? Buffalo Bill.
Damn it.
You're in the storm cellar. There's it's like kind of like just basically a basement, and you can see there's like your standard shit down there. Like there is like a furnace, a hot water heater, just like the standard stuff you would see down in a basement. There's a little door separating it from the main part of the basement, but you're like in the.
Is there like a light that I can try to see if there's electricity?
Yeah, there's a chain. There's a chain light, like the little.
All right, I tug the little chain.
It turns on. The light turns on.
Excellent. I turn it back off.
Oh, so everyone gets electricity but me. I see how it is.
Hey, listen. Think of it like a privilege to not have electricity. You're being more eco-friendly.
It's a gift to be underprivileged.
I mean, the houses are abandoned.
Oh my god.
That was a rough sneeze.
Oh god, it was a painful sneeze.
Leave it in.
Oh. Leave the pain in.
Doug's all about going au naturel with these recordings, just leaving everything in.
I'm just not even going to edit this. I'm just going to put up like
Please,
5
no.
MP3 files.
You'll just put up you'll put up the little intro and the outro on the, just throw them on the ends.
Oh god, that's
Here we
terrifying.
go.
That's terrifying.
All right. Do you what else do you do?
So I want to go through that door into the main basement.
Okay. It's like it's unlocked. It's like a rec room down there.
Oh,
Like there's like a pool table. The floor is carpeted.
Man.
There's like one of those big freezers, those big basement freezers down there.
excellent.
And there's like a little area with like a TV and a couch by it.
So with the TV, can I turn the TV on to see whether they have like an active cable subscription?
It's
broadcast or
it turns on, but there's no signal.
All right. I get like 0 stations, not like that one station that you sort of pick up over the air.
Get BBC.
Or is it like in Canada, you just don't get anything?
I think they get BBC.
You get
right?
you actually get some public access
Yeah.
antenna stations.
All right. Is there a way upstairs?
Yeah, there's a staircase leading up with a door at the top of the stairs.
All right, I'm gonna go upstairs, see what's up
I
there.
really
Okay,
hope this house has a family in it.
Oh my god.
It's the door's open and you're now in like a kitchen type area.
Is there a fridge, and if so, what's in it?
There is a fridge. It looks like the house is fully furnished. It's in the modern style. So the fridge is like stainless steel with black handles on it. And a little like ice crusher with water dispenser on the front.
Is there anything in said fridge?
There's a half-drank can of Coke.
Okay,
But that's it.
All right. I take the Coke and I start drinking the rest.
You are the worst referee.
That is.
You just steal everything.
There's gotta be.
It's
There's gotta be.
flat as
Listen.
hell.
It's still okay. I love flat soda.
What kind of monster are you that you drink flat soda?
It's
He literally buys his soda and then
I'm the kind of
opens
person I
it.
like crack open a Coke and I just put it in the
Yeah.
fridge to like flatten out for a day or two.
You
Yeah,
both
I'm
disgust
that
me.
guy.
I don't.
you're just drinking. You're just drinking corn syrup.
Yeah, Coke syrup.
It's fine.
That's
You
horrifying.
don't need carbonation to have a good time.
Yeah, you do.
What else?
For those drinks.
Yeah. So, that's the only thing that's in there. But the fridge is on, so the Coke, your flat Coke is ice cold.
Oh, that's excellent. It's so refreshing. Is there like a pantry or like some cupboards or anything that like would potentially have like some dry goods or canned goods?
There is a pantry, but there's nothing in it.
All right.
The house is ready to move in.
All right.
They've been showing it extensively in the past few weeks.
Here's something that I'm very curious about because I don't know what building code is like in Canada, but is there a fire extinguisher near the stove or under the sink?
It's under the sink.
Okay, excellent. Is it like a good one, or did they like just stick like a fake one in there? Not like not a fake fire extinguisher, but like a fire extinguisher that was like intentionally in the red that they were only gonna have to get rid of anyway, so they didn't have to buy a fire extinguisher for the showing.
No, it's a real fire extinguisher because if anything were to happen while there was a showing, they would want to be able to put it out and not let the house burn down.
Fair enough.
It's not one of those fake fire extinguishers that sprays out the plastic snakes in
Springy
the rubber
snake.
coil.
It was
you
fake the
got
whole
me.
time.
All right. I think this place is pretty cool. So what I want to do is I want to there's a back door, I'm assuming, or is there just a front door?
Yeah, there is. There's a back door, and it's got a small little
right.
deck off the back of the house.
I want to go back and unlock the back door, and then I want to go downstairs, and I realize that I didn't look in the freezer down there.
Yeah, there's just some bags of ice down there. There's nothing.
I could have put that in the soda. Damn it.
There's no. The water's on in the house as well.
And more critically, if the water does shut off, we have frozen water that we can then
Potable
thaw
water,
out
if you
and
will.
make water with. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna
Aren't we in
round up
Canada?
everybody else and get
Snow
everybody
everywhere.
into the amazing house I found.
Yeah.
And by the way, this was a random roll to determine like the level of finishedness of these houses. Yeah, I rolled for each house to determine
really?
what level finished they were, and it literally went in line.
just seemed to
like,
just
I was like, oh,
go right up.
geez.
That's wild.
So
I like to think that these houses reflect the personalities of the people that
modern.
It was a very modern person must have lived here.
Yeah, the priest
a very
is the
unfinished
modern
person went to the
character.
first
But
one.
yeah, once he finds us and rounds us up, I'm totally on board with going to his much better house.
Yep.
Yeah,
same.
you can tell there's heat on because it's the electricity's on, so the furnace is on.
Is there like a realtor sign on the front lawn, like a
Yeah, it says for
showing
sale
on this
schedule showings by calling this
all right,
number.
Can we rip that out?
Yeah, perfect idea.
Okay.
And also, if there's numbers on the front of the house, I'd like to rip them off.
Or just spin him upside down.
Yeah, or like flip them backwards.
Okay.
Because I don't want anybody to like.
Well, this is house
knock on the door and be
548.
like, "Oh, is this the place where the showings are gonna happen?" And then we're like,
Absolutely
"Go
not.
away."
Absolutely not.
Yeah, we don't want any of that.
Good idea. And I guess we should also probably take turns with like a night watch scenario, like someone just chilling on the back porch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, or there's a front like wraparound type porch too.
Well, then maybe we need two people on watch, and then one person can sleep at a time.
Okay, I'm assuming everybody's like in the living room.
Yeah, there's a.
Okay.
There are two. There's a large like a wraparound style leather couch, and then a smaller like regular size leather couch, but it matches. Oh, it's not a love seat. It's big enough to be its own couch, its own full size couch.
The Reverend invites everybody to pray.
Yeah,
Sick rhymes is uncomfortable.
Graybeard just pretends to.
We bow our heads in prayer.
You guys are your characters.
Oh, god damn it.
I ask which way is Mecca?
Graybeard, let your beard sort of hang in the breeze and figure out what direction the wind is pointing, and I'll tell you what direction Mecca is. Like use like a little windsock.
Oh, God.
I definitely do this, and it seems like it floats to the west.
And tell him I'm not Muslim, I was just curious. I just like knowing where countries are, or places are.
Fair enough.
Follow your beard.
I just follow Gray's beard. Amazing. All right, so let's talk turkey.
We don't have food,
So,
do we?
Well, we had a half a can of Coke.
What happened to it?
It was flat. Don't worry about it.
How did you know it was flat?
I couldn't hear any
Unless you drank it.
bubbles. It was very quiet.
It was the softest sounding Coke you've ever heard.
Yes. Christ.
That really got him.
God damn it, guys. All right, so thing number one that we need food. Thing number two that we need is I think some plywood to like board up some of the windows and doors.
Well, guys, there's actually all sorts of shit laying around in my first house that maybe I could start carting over. Like, I don't know.
Oh, that's a good call.
Like some chairs and a table, we could start boarding things up.
Yeah, so we should definitely start barricading the house. Is there? I didn't ask. Is there a second story to this house, or is it just a single story?
There's a second story. There are bedrooms up there.
Yeah, I think that.
Oh, snap!
I think
And
that's where.
there's two full bathrooms. There's one on each floor.
Ooh, that's nice.
Wow, I called dibs on the first one.
Okay, I'm a second upstairs kind of guy, so I would prefer to go there.
Well, it
There's
looks like I'm fucked.
there's actually a half bath in the basement. No shower, but it's got a toilet and a sink.
It's actually probably good if one of us, each of us, sleeps on a different floor, so that like if there's any sort of like
Disturbance.
what-
Yes.
like a giant
Sorry.
bag of chips.
I had to move this.
Okay.
if there's any sort of disturbance, like one of us at least will wake up and we can like like ring an alarm or like, I don't know.
But it'd be easier for us to get separated and
That's also true.
isolated from each other.
Yeah, we'll play that by ear. I guess it depends on how well we manage to barricade the house. In fact, it might actually even make sense to sort of keep the basement locked and not go down there if we need.
That's what I was saying,
we don't
just
want to barricade it off because
off.
there's a freezer. So if we get like food, we can keep the food in there, and then there's a TV down there. Is there a TV on the first floor or second floor?
Yeah, there's a TV in the master bedroom, and there's a TV in the living room with the couches.
Okay, well, let's do this. Let's turn the master bedroom into sort of like the base of operations, right? Because we got the TV up there. We could use the bed to like lay out
watch my
like
stories in
weapons
bed.
that need cleaning, or I don't know. But like we can sort of like keep things going there, and then there's, I'm assuming, another bedroom because there's another bathroom, and that could be for sleeping, and then somebody could sleep downstairs.
I know, fuck, but we used all our money on guns because there's guns and groceries.
Yeah, that was a poor life choice.
You used all your money on guns.
Well, I needed a gun.
The
I have a
Reverend
job.
has $250 left, and Sick Rhymes has $900 odd left.
So, I suggest to both of them, just order like 10 pizzas at a time, and we'll just put them in the freezer.
Is it going to be suspicious? Will the pizza people like know that the house that they're delivering to is not actually a house they should be delivering to?
No, the idea is what we'll do is we'll tell them to deliver it to the house next door, and we'll just wait for them and then intercept.
Oh.
No,
Delivered to
we
the house
won't
that
do
has
that.
no
We'll
numbers
do
on
the
it.
people that live next door to us. We'll have it like it's like we're prank calling them, but instead, when the prank shows up, we just run over and are like, "Wait, we really want to buy all."
As a
of this
former pizza delivery person, it's not how it works.
Well, it's going to work.
Wait. Is Sick Rhymes a former pizza delivery person, or are you IRL a former pizza delivery person?
Isn't everyone a delivery person at some point in their lives? Like those teenage years? Like it's like a teenage rite of passage. You have to deliver at least 4 pizzas before you turn 20.
Is it
Not
really?
for-
I feel like I missed out on
I
that.
did. I indeed missed out on that.
Yeah, you're
Well,
the
it's-
only one here.
Maybe so, but Sick Rhymes did it, and he loved it. He got real fat that summer.
Well, that's what I mean. How could you deny someone if you just are delivering 10 pizzas to a house? Someone's gonna intercept it. Are you gonna turn them down? No.
Yes, because you'll be fired.
Would it be wiser for us?
No, you just get the money and walk the fuck out. And then when those people call complaining, be like, they wouldn't call complaining because they didn't order it. But if they
Well,
did,
how's the delivery guy supposed to know that?
that's true. But I just think I don't know.
I'm thinking, wouldn't it be better just to get frozen pizza so we don't
Yeah, I
ruin
was
the
gonna
pre-cooked
say
pizza, and we just put
frozen
the frozen pizza
food
in the
or
freezer.
canned food would probably be the smartest, even though it's probably not going to be like the most delicious and appetizing, because if we're here for more than like 12 hours, we don't want to have like 9 pizzas that are like all stale and crusty.
That's just
and
provided
gross.
one of you guys is willing to risk going back to that store, because I think shit's like gonna hit the fan like pretty damn soon.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, because right now we have yet to see any sign of the zombies catching up to this town yet. So right now we just seem like crazy people getting ready for the like apocalypse that no one else seems to know about yet.
Let's ask AJ. Does this house have a phone line? Like, is there a phone?
There is
somewhere?
Do we
there
just
is
look
a
up in the
phone.
sky and it's like, God, is there a phone?
Is there a phone book next to the phone?
Don't we have cell phones?
Do we have
not
cell phones?
phones?
I don't have a cell phone.
I do not.
I mean, Rick has one. Or I mean, Sick.
Who's Rick?
But you would have one just
well,
because
yes, I do.
you're a police officer.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be using...
His BlackBerry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say a BlackBerry. You read my mind.
God.
That's ridiculous.
So let's have Sick Rhymes call. What was it? Gillum Food and Stuff. What was it?
Guns and Groceries.
Gillum Guns and Groceries. Call them and see if they have like a delivery
They're
service.
all about that alliteration.
Because I really just don't want to have to walk all the way back there.
Do grocery stores normally deliver?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean walk? Don't we have a car? What happened to the car?
Oh, yeah, the car. I guess we do have a
Okay.
car. I mean, I don't want to walk to the car either because I feel like this is going to bore all of our viewers.
I mean,
Like, we're back.
If you guys want to go grocery shopping, you can just go grocery shopping. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not
we
gonna
can just skip ahead.
I'm not gonna turn this
Oh,
into like a
okay.
20-minute thing where you guys are like shopping for groceries. The weapons were important, but the groceries aren't.
As we were going to the grocery store, Graybeard was
down the
begging
cans
more.
of tuna on the shelf.
I flagged down
You
the
can get
attendant.
store brand tuna 2 for $1.
I asked them, do they have sauerkraut? Not in the can. I'm not a peasant. They say no. I backhand the attendant across the face. I said, what kind of store is this? No. So, yeah, I think we could just run to the grocery store real quick, get as much as we can, come back and start just barricading ourselves in.
Okay.
How much of our money are we going to spend?
I'm assuming if this zombie wave's going to go down the way we think it's going to go down, money's going to be kind of useless soon. Considering for some reason they're hitting every airport specifically.
Well, in that case, let's think. Because if we need to do any sort of trading after the zombie apocalypse happens, and money's useless, we're going to want something that is useful but also valuable. So like medicine or something.
I know something. We need walkie-talkies.
We do need walkie-talkies.
I'm thinking 2 pairs of walkie-talkies so everyone has them, and then we have a backup.
Yeah. I like that plan.
Food
Why,
for a week.
why 3 pairs of walkie-talkies?
2 pairs, like so 4 total.
Oh,
Yeah.
So that,
can't you just buy 3?
probably not.
I mean, what's the
I
point
mean,
of
you put
buying
them
just...
all on the same channel.
They probably.
Yeah, but what's the point
Oh,
of
I
buying
see what you
one?
mean. All right. I got you. I'm done.
I think they sell it in. I think they come in 4-packs. So let's say we get a 4-pack of walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
4-pack of walkie-talkies. We'll get food for 2 weeks, which shouldn't be that expensive in middle of nowhere Canada, and maybe like spend the rest of our money on like bandages and like ibuprofen or something.
Yeah. If we can, like, I don't know. Once shit hits the fan, maybe we can break into a pharmacy and get the real good shit.
Yeah, we'll find some like salvia or something.
I meant like
Be amazing.
oxys or something for like pain in case we get really injured.
Yeah, we don't need money for that, so we can do that at any time.
True.
I will stay at the house. Graybeard and Sick Rhymes go to Guns and Groceries, pick up the items mentioned. How much does a 4-pack of walkie-talkies, 2 weeks worth of canned food, and a boatload of medicine cost us?
I was honestly just thinking about blowing it all, like just spending everything I got left.
Probably about 200 something.
Oh wow, that's pretty cheap.
Oh, $200?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll put that on the Christ card. All right, so Reverend WYSIWYG is out of money.
In his final act of kindness, he's now purchased groceries.
Yeah. Well, I mean, make sure there's some Coca-Cola in there, and the kind in like the 2-liter bottle, so I could take the cap off.
You just leave it out.
Put it in the fridge. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
Bubbles are from Satan.
All right. Okay. Yeah. You get some. You guys get your groceries and shit, and get back to the apartment. Do you guys you guys hear?
Did we buy batteries for the walkie-talkies?
Yeah, you guys got batteries for. I was assuming you got batteries. There was another plane crash, this time in Seattle. And it seems like it's getting faster and faster. Things are escalating a lot faster. There's also one happening in Vancouver. There's a scene currently evolving in Vancouver.
Guys, the virus is airborne. Like, when you get to 50,000 feet in the air, you turn into a zombie. Then the plane crashes back down.
Airborne. I thought you were just making a clever joke.
Maybe it's not airborne. Maybe it's like airplane restroom based virus or something.
Well, then he would be screwed because he was in the airplane bathroom for
that's true.
literally
You were puking.
like 4.5 hours vomiting.
Well,
Maybe-
was anybody on our plane affected?
Oh, that's a
No,
good
everyone
question.
was fine on your plane.
Okay,
Maybe
so we're safe.
Maybe it is related to airplane bathrooms, but I was purging my system of the virus I did get because I was just throwing up all day.
I mean, you'll never really know because everyone from your flight is dead, so...
Oh.
Except for you guys.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we're the only ones that made it out.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, when you guys got away, most of them were either eaten in the parking lot or escaped to the town of Churchill, which
It's gone now.
has been razed pretty much.
Bummer.
Yeah, pretty sad.
So we just gonna like chill now and wait for zombies to come, or like are we gonna like
Yeah,
spend our, we can go to the Gillum Community Museum, or
While we're at Guns and Groceries, like, can we like buy a copy of, I don't know, Apples to Apples?
I thought we were just going to play Russian roulette for a while.
Oh gosh.
You guys have like games and shit. You have like whatever you guys wanted, you guys got. So, you
got
guys,
like Avengers Monopoly.
You guys are on your way back to the house with all your nice little groceries, and you see from like the road leading to the house, you can see planes leaving and taking off, or leaving and landing at the little airport that's in Gillum. They're mostly small planes. There's like one or two like medium-sized planes that come in. One flies really, really close to a bunch of houses, gets real low before it lands. When it stops, the door flies off of the plane, and the emergency ramp comes down, and people start sliding out of the plane. And there are some people that are kind of just like tumbling out of the plane, not really sliding. And it's basically just pandemonium coming out of this plane. And the airport, from where you guys are, you can see the airport is starting to break down, so to speak.
Wait, did they pass the tumbling check?
They failed it, actually.
Oh.
They all failed it.
It's a shame.
But they got back up anyway, because they're dead. But
You're zombies.
the airport looks like it's pretty much going to shit again. This time now you're in Gillum and things are hitting the fan. It's just another example of the world going to pot, if you will. The world you're currently in. What do you guys do?
First off, I turn off that fan because things keep hitting it.
Yeah, it's become rather noisy.
It's a big clusterfuck.
So, how far away is the airport from the house?
It's probably about half a mile. You guys
Would it
have
be
crazy
worthwhile to
good
try
vision.
barricading things? Because we haven't really done any barricading, have we?
No, you guys have brought some supplies over though from the other house.
Okay, it's time to make some fucking haste and start like boarding up first floor windows and doors.
Make some fucking haste. See,
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm thinking about
it's
going to the
motherfucking
roof.
priestly business time.
But no, you're right. Let's do this.
Okay.
I got crafting mechanical. Does that apply to barricading or?
Well, actually, Graybeard has let's see here. He's got craft structural
Oh,
And mechanical.
and mechanical. So the two of you can kind of like bro out like
Hey, yo, bro, you wanna
building
build
log
some shit?
cabins and shit.
Fuck yeah, bro. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, hammer time.
Oh, man. Let's lift some weights when we're done.
Testosterone.
Okay. Yeah. So Graybeard and Sick roll checks, roll d20s. Graybeard, you're going to do structural. Sick, you're going to do mechanical.
Okay. And I got 2 ranks of mechanical, so is that +2? And I got 20.
Fuck. I got
All right,
4.
you rig up the entire house,
Yeah.
like the inside of the house, basically like the Home Alone.
Yes. Rube Goldberg would be so proud.
It's fantastic. It looks like a goddamn game of Mousetrap.
Yes.
God,
in that house.
That's insane. I ended up getting a 4 + 1 for a 5.
You just kind of like nail a couple boards over the door.
That's helpful.
But does he nail them the wrong way so you can still open the door?
No, well, you know that most doors open inward in the house.
Oh, okay.
So he nails them across the. He nails like 1 or 2 boards across the windows in the main part of the house, but you can still clearly see outside.
God
if you
damn
want
it.
to perform another check, we'll say you took an hour or so.
Okay, let me try here.
Okay, yeah, you
14.
in a deftness that nobody else has ever seen with with this kind of shit, at least not from a homeless man. You perfectly barricade, not perfectly, but you barricade the downstairs pretty well.
Awesome.
And there's all kinds of little like strings and wash baskets and traps all set up all over the place.
Yeah, I guess collectively with Bren's help, like this thing is pretty well rigged up.
It's a mini fortress on the first floor.
Awesome.
Excellent. I'm assuming that the zombies won't be able to get to the second floor, but
Why is this? They can climb stairs.
well, I mean, like from the outside.
Oh, well, yeah, we're not going to let them in, hopefully.
Oh, hello, Mr. Zombie. Come right in.
I would hope we don't let them in.
How do you do?
They
I'll
like
take your
knock
hat.
on the
I'll take your
door
hat.
and
They just knock and we're just like, well, let's just see.
I don't want to be rude.
Graybeard's like, welcome.
It's like, oh, are you here
No,
for the
let's-
open
let's
house?
not.
May I take your hat there? You see, are you guys upstairs now?
I think I'm still downstairs.
I'm upstairs. I'm watching TV because I apparently did nothing for the last 2 hours.
Yeah, you're watching public access. They have like a little public access like Gillum news show, and they're like, yeah, everyone should probably either hunker down or get out of town.
Want to be careful because this winter is
some
really
really
gonna...
bad stuff's happening at the airport. The stuff that's happening all over the United States and parts of Canada it seems to be happening here. So we just want everyone to be safe and take precaution. Get your guns, obviously. Get your
just
guns out.
like the Gillum Community News Network or something. Like what?
Yeah,
it's
it's
just,
just
like
a
one guy
public
that's like
access
sitting there.
news show, and it's like, yeah, some real bad stuff's happened. So everyone, get your standard guns out.
Your standard guns.
And also, don't forget the bake sale tomorrow down at the community center.
The rec center's having its
Bring some-
annual bake sale.
Exactly.
Now you
yeah.
want to watch out because this winter is going to be a biting one. Back to you, Janet.
And don't forget, Mrs. Tibbles is baking her signature molasses squares. Everyone, I know how everyone loves those molasses squares. So you guys better strap those bibs on.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
It's just she's just like going on
my
about
God.
the bake sale.
It's about priorities here.
The Reverend is seriously regretting running out of money.
Oh, man. Yeah.
He knows that these are Mrs. Tibbles
Delicious big
molasses squares, the ones of legend. Yeah, so you're upstairs, so you can see out into like the development type area. From
Can I see out towards the
bedroom.
airport?
Yeah, you can see it's on fire.
Oh.
There are some cars like fleeing the parking lot. With what look like little flaming dots on them. And by dots, like from a distance, it looks like dots, but you can tell that there are cars leaving the airport. One turns down into the development where you guys are.
With a flaming zombie on it.
You can see it. The car swerve as the driver's side window gets smashed in.
Oh my god!
And it crashes into a house across the street. Half the car is inside the house.
Huh.
God damn it.
Someone had to say it.
Hi everyone, this is Matt. Thanks for listening. We had so much fun recording this episode, as always. Episode 4, if you're listening to this, it means that you've sat through almost 4 hours of us yapping our faces off, talking at you, playing some Dungeons & Dragons. And we're having a phenomenal time. We hope you're having a phenomenal time, and if you're not, we want to know about it. Go to our Facebook page and let us know. Or send us an email at almostbetterthandragons@gmail.com. Or, if you are enjoying it, let us know that too. Go to our Facebook page, leave us a like our posts, leave a comment, share with your friends, go on iTunes, give some stars, give out all of those stars, all the stars you can give. We want to know how much you like the show. Even if you don't like it, if you go on there and you leave us a low rating, it tells us that people are at least listening. If you are interested in doing any sort of fan art, please, by all means, send it to us at almostbetterthandragons@gmail.com, and we are going to take it, we're going to put it on our Tumblr. We're going to let other people look at it, and we're going to tell everyone how good your artwork is. Even if it's not good, we're going to prop that shit up. If you haven't already, if you're an Almost Better Than Dragons listener and you don't know about the other shows in the Almost Better Network, please go to almostbetterthansilence.com and check out that show, which I'm sometimes on. Doug is on, Brent is on, AJ's on. When this episode goes out, they're going to have a massive anime episode. So if you're an anime fan, go over to Almost Better Than Silence and check out the big-ass anime episode. Also, go check out Press Continue Podcast, which you can find at presscontinuepodcast.com, and give that a listen. Anyway, guys, really appreciate you tuning in today. Stay tuned. The next episode is coming out on May 11th. That's going to be episode number 5. Episode number 6 is going to be May 21st. If you haven't guessed the pattern, we put out an episode every 10 days. And we'll see you next time.
We travel with a man named Graybeard, whose insanity is good in installing much fear. He smells like piss wine, hopefully good in a bind, but I'd much rather have a pet tapir.
Oh, it's Shakespearean, but also like in the spirit of hip hop.
In the spirit of true 80s rap.